Melissa Barrera stars in the new Netflix survival drama Keep Breathing, so let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin. Here I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Netflix. If you guys are like me, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below for more up and coming content. After her private plane crashes in the Canadian wilderness, lone survivor Liv must battle both an unforgiving cold and past personal traumas to stay alive in the harsh environments. So this is a 6-episode survival series on Netflix that could have been just so much more. It had the right elements. I think if it was just a little bit longer, I think it would have been a really decent series. When I look at a survival series of this young woman in the Canadian wilderness, she's all alone, I would expect, a lot of episodes because there's a lot that she can do to protect herself. The episode is pretty much split into 2 separate parts. We have her in the Canadian wilderness trying to survive, trying to collect rainwater, trying to make a compass, trying to just survive. And then the other part is her past with a pregnancy, with a boyfriend, with her work, her even as a child with her mother and father. The problem is, I don't care all about her past. And some aspects of her past help her survive when she's trying to create a compass or trying to protect herself from a bear. There's certain moments that she remembers when she was younger that helps her. That's okay because it does help her survive. All the other aspects of her and her boyfriend, her becoming a lawyer, her drinking, I don't think that has a lot to do with the current situation that she is in. And I understand to a point that she's all alone. She's going to start thinking about her past, maybe things that went right, things that went wrong in her life. How I'm sure that if I was alone in the Canadian wilderness trying to survive, I would think about certain points of my life. But it becomes to a point where it's just taking over. There's an episode that seems like it's just all about her past rather than her trying to survive. So we're taking away a lot of those thrilling moments of her in the Canadian wilderness trying to survive, trying to protect herself from a bear, whatever she is doing. Those moments are great. There's some beautiful sequences of the Canadian wilderness, and she's doing a lot to survive. But it takes it away when we have her and her boyfriend, her at her job, her and her mother and her father, that relationship. I don't really find it necessary. I understand that she must battle both an unforgiving cold and past trauma to stay alive, but it's only doing that to build this character, when I think that the only thing that we really need to focus on is her trying to survive. It's not a series where we need to see this character grow and this development for her along the way. We need to see her focus on surviving and trying to get to safety. Everything else is just fluff added to the series. This could have been so much more. It could have been better. It could have been 2 or 3, 4 more episodes of her in this harsh environment. And it just feels stuck. She is in one location for most of the series, and then it ramps up, starts to pick up the last 2 episodes, and she's starting to go off and trying to find safety, and that's when it feels rushed. If you had more episodes, it would make sense for her to stay where she is, collect rainwater, try to find the right berries to eat. But the last 2 episodes just feel like it's moving so quick, along with those moments from her past. We're getting these rush sequences when we could have had like an extended series and really focused on her surviving. The series that comes to mind that did it very well, obviously, was Lost, and so much within there. But it really extended certain moments and really focused on surviving for a good amount of the seasons. And if we would have that, I think having those moments of her in the past, I think would have been okay. But since the series is so short, we're with a limited amount of time with her trying to survive. And whenever we have those sequences of her in her past, it takes over and doesn't really do much to add to the story or the character as well. So the series is trying to do two things. It's trying to have that survival element to it, and then also developing her as a character by understanding her past. Some parts work because it helps her survive. Some parts she's just remembering her past and figuring out like what went wrong or right in her life. She's thinking about her life, thinking about her relationships, everything that she's done leading up to this moment. Melissa Barrera is great in here. Those dramatic scenes definitely do work. The show is shot beautifully. A lot of overhead shots of the Canadian wilderness. At times when you look at it, it's so beautiful, but also just really intimidating with how large the area is. And when you think about where she is and how much she has to go through to get to safety, it can bring a lot of anxiety and suspense to certain sequences. So overall, Keep Breathing was okay at times. When it's focused on that survival element to it, it works. All of those past sequences are just unnecessary fluff added to it. Some work, some just really take over and don't amount to much within the series. So before I give you my score for Keep Breathing, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm gonna go ahead and give Keep Breathing a C+. Thank you guys for watching my review for Keep Breathing on Netflix. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.